One of the biggest problems in New York City, we know, is finding affordable housing. We talk about it all the time. But there's another big housing problem, one that doesn't get much attention.
Housing that's unsafe. Tonight, a closer look at one building in the Bronx, from rodents taking over tenants' apartments to broken everything, to the lack of safety. And there's crime in the building. Tenants, well, they're worried, but management claims they're trying to fix things. From the High Bridge section, here's Eyewitness News reporter Anthony Carlo.
Mold in the bathroom, mice in the sink, and on the dinner table.
I can't leave nothing on the table. I eat everything.
Trash piled in the hall for weeks, tenants say, because of a broken compactor. And that's not all that stays broken.
The elevator, sometimes it works.
And sometimes it doesn't.
Now, none of these living conditions are easy, but at least something like a broken elevator can be fixed. The same can't be said about tenants' sense of safety. And they tell me that's only going to get worse with no one in that security booth now for much of the day.
Over the years, a lot of things have changed. Not for the better, but for the worse.
The guard will no longer be there 24/7, only on weekends, and from 5 p.m. until 1 a.m. on weekdays. A problem for tenants who say vagrants and addicts roam 101 West 165th Street at all hours.
At least they know that they was being seen by somebody, you know? And just the feeling of feeling a little bit more safer, especially when I come from work, having a security there, and he walks me to the elevator, it's fine.
Building management writes in part, during weekday, daytime hours, there are multiple on-site staff present in the building, including a live-in superintendent, porters, and maintenance personnel to assist residents. Residents who say a new smart video intercom that management claims will enhance security is no replacement for a round-the-clock guard.
He cares about the community. He cares about us.
In High Bridge, Anthony Carlo, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Starting today, anyone with unused one-way New Jersey transit tickets can get a refund. The tickets have to have been purchased prior to June 1st. You have to know that. This refund policy will also apply to rail 10-trip tickets. Customers must bring paper tickets to a customer service office. It's going to be slimmer pickings starting today for food delivery services in Jersey City. Apps like Grubhub, Uber Eats, and DoorDash must now limit their commission to 15% of a purchase. Until now, the programs were grabbing up to 30%. Restaurants complained they were getting pinched. Some apps will be increasing their fees to skirt the big change.
In tonight's Health Alert, a troubling trend. A new study suggests younger adults are developing certain cancers at an earlier age. The research conducted by the American Cancer Society found people born between 1965 and 1996 have a higher risk of developing 17 different types of cancer. Among them, thyroid, pancreatic, kidney, small intestine, and liver cancers, all of which are being diagnosed at rates 2 to 4 times greater for people born in 1990 when compared to 1955. 10 of the cancers noted in the study are associated with body weight, implying a possible link to higher obesity rates in younger generations. Researchers say Generation X and millennials should stay vigilant.
If one has unexplained symptoms, abdominal pain, bloating, change in your stools, make sure that you do seek medical care, and not simply, and if you're told it can't happen because you're too young, need to advocate for yourself.
Absolutely advocate for yourself. Do not forget this study. Some bright spots in the data, however, researchers noted major declines in smoking-related cancers and cervical cancer. And while the rates of leukemia and myeloma are increasing, the study suggests fewer people are dying from the conditions.
But it's disturbing as well, the whole thing. Still to come on Eyewitness News at 5 o'clock, returning to her roots, country superstar Carrie Underwood, heading back to American Idol, this time as a judge. Coming up, entertainment reporter Joelle Garguilo has the story.
Full circle. You will soon be able to say goodbye to some of those airline junk fees, especially ones that cost families. The Biden administration is finalizing a plan that would ban the airlines from charging to have parents and their kids sit next to each other. If adjacent seats are unavailable, families would be able to cancel their reservations. The proposal cannot be enacted until there's a public comment period, so it is expected to go into effect sometime next year.
Say goodbye to those junk fees. I agree with that.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, Jeff is here for Lee, and I know that you feel the same way, Jeffrey.
I do, and you know, junk in my world is humidity, and we're trying to get rid of that, and we're going to get rid of it a little bit by early next week. And you know, today it took a little bit of a dip. I mean, we had dew points in the upper 60s versus the 70s, but they'll be right back into the 70s tropical levels of humidity into tomorrow. 90 degrees right now, variable wind coming at about 5 miles per hour, but generally from a southerly direction. Got up to 95 earlier. Humidity's at 48%. So instead of 90 feeling like 100, 90 feels like 94. But tomorrow, with humidity returning really with a vengeance as we head into your Friday, I think these low 90s, which we'll get tomorrow, will feel more like 100 degrees in many cases. Overnight tonight, we're barely going to go below the 80-degree mark by very early tomorrow morning. Have to watch the radars early this evening. There's been a couple of thunder showers well south of New York City, but much of the area will stay dry. 95 at Newark, 86 at JFK right now, only 75 at Belmar. Guess why? You just had a thunder shower move on through there. 94, though, at Toms River, so the storms will kind of feed off of that real heat and humidity just off to the south, where it feels like 104 at the Toms River area in northern Ocean County. So here's that little batch of storms, and no big surprise with so much heat and humidity, especially south of the city. Howell over toward Neptune and Belmar, heading toward Manasquan, heading toward Brick. If you're down the Jersey Shore, especially Ocean County, southeastern Monmouth, you want to take cover immediately. We do have some cloud-to-ground lightning strikes with those storms. Overnight tonight, any of that activity weekends, we clear things out. As we head into tomorrow, though, yes, we get up to about 90 or so. Not quite as hot as today, but humidity more than making up for it, making it feel like 95 to 100. And with all that humidity around, with a front approaching from the north and west, there will be thunderstorms on a more widespread basis, I think, by tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening. And we'll do it all over again on the weekend. Could even be more active by Saturday afternoon into Saturday evening. Any of those storms with all that moisture in place could contain some flooding downpours. Again, we'll do it again on Sunday, kind of rinse and repeat as well. At the beaches tomorrow, a wind south at 5 to 15, waves about 2 to 4 feet, water temperatures upper 60s to middle 70s, and the rip current risk on the moderate side. Air quality will be moderate, pollen medium to high, and the UV index an 8, which is very high. Partly cloudy, warm and muggy overnight tonight. Only going down to 78 for a low. Keeping an eye on the radar for a spotty thunder shower early, mainly well south of New York City, down the Jersey Shore. Hot and humid, clouds and sun for tomorrow. An afternoon thunderstorm around. Could be on the heavy side, maybe containing some flooding downpours. That high getting up to about 91. It's a stray thunderstorm tomorrow evening, and then clouds breaking and remaining warm down into the middle 70s. So it's AccuWeather alerts galore here for tomorrow, mainly for the heat and humidity and those afternoon storms, but mainly for the storms during the afternoons on Saturday and Sunday. Not all day complete washouts, but have a place in mind that you can take cover if one of these storms pops up. 89 Saturday, 85 Sunday. Very warm Monday, a little bit less humid, 89. Maybe some storms returning by Tuesday into Tuesday night. We'll have to keep an eye on the tropics also by later on next week to see what could be happening with what might be Debbie by that point, well off to the south of our area. We'll send it back over to you.
Go away, Debbie.
Yes.
Stay away, Debbie. All right. Thank you, Jeffrey. One of the most successful winners of American Idol, now flipping the script and returning to the show as a judge. Carrie Underwood will join Luke Bryan and Lionel Richie on the panel for the new season. She won the show back in season 4 back in 2005. She and the judges hit the road later this month with auditions happening. And you can see all the action next year on ABC and Hulu, owned both by the same parent company as WABC-TV.